Hey everybody, welcome to Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Today we are looking at a very cool toy from Mattel, 1976. It is the talking Mickey Mouse. Now you're looking at it right now, essentially from above. Let's take a look at the actual character here. You see he's got a nice little cardigan on with a collar. Very dapper kid. And you can see, obviously, there's movement here, as well as speaker holes and a pull string. Now, Mattel made several different characters of this sort. There is, I believe, a Donald Duck, or a Daffy Duck. I'm actually now, the memory is not so good. I've seen one of the two. I think it was Donald, though. I have seen a Bugs Bunny. I have seen a Tweety bird. And I believe I've seen a Pink Panther, which would be interesting because Pink Panther didn't really speak. So don't hold me to that one. But basically, these are pretty simple toys. You notice there's essentially no articulation. The head doesn't move back and forth. You just get this bit on top for when they're talking. And the whole thing, of course, is controlled by the pull string. Now, I got this for my wife for Christmas as just a little joke gift. She is a big Disney fan. And I saw it. Now, the listing said that it was specifically a Christmas toy. And I thought, well, I don't know if that's actually the case, but it's Mickey and it's cute, so why not? And it did say that it was working. So that was kind of exciting. So my wife takes it out of the bag that it was in. And as I'm about to say, now it's supposed to work, so be careful. You could, pull the little string, but just don't pull it by the metal ring. She takes it out and she whips that thing back, and my eyes got as big as saucers. And it stayed intact. And in fact, it did make some noise. Not necessarily the most understandable noise in the world, but of course, it would behoove us on this channel to actually see what Mickey will say. And if I somehow manage to break this very old toy, 49-year-old toy, on camera, well, that'll just make for a great video. And I'll just cut out the part where I curse and cry a lot. So let's go ahead and pull Mickey's string and see what he will say. Yeah, so he might be speaking another language. It's hard to say exactly. Let's actually do it so we're facing the speaker. Yeah, actually, that's perfect. Let's face the speaker towards my mic, which is over to the side. We'll pull this back, and you can see it kind of from the side. Well, I definitely heard Mouseketeers have, and I think he said big ears. So there we go. The Talking Mickey Mouse, 1976, from Mattel. These do pop up on auction sites every so often. They're not, I don't think, extremely rare. And you notice he's missing a little bit of paint on the nose, a little bit of paint on the ear. He's in pretty good shape. A little paint there, but, not perfect by any means. Now, what you don't necessarily find is these things in working condition. That can be the tricky part. So that's one of the reasons I went ahead and sprung for this guy, because I thought that was really pretty cool. So there we go. Let's get a zoomed in look if we can get a nice focus, which a little not too bad. So you can see the body. He sort of looks like he has his hands in his pockets. Well, at least one hand in the pocket, the other hand right there. We'll see. Get a close up on the face. If it'll focus. That's probably about as good as I'm going to get focus wise. And there. And the back. A little scraped up. And the other side. And I have to think that, these were toys in this era. Pull string toys were not super rare. It was always cool. It was always a novelty that they would make noises. But sometimes the novelty would wear off with kids. I have a feeling a lot of these probably ended up decorating shelves for years once kids kind of got tired of the novelty. Because, of course, it's not a plush. So, you can't squeeze it. You can't really run around with it that easily. I'm sure a lot of these got broken. It's plastic. There's no articulation. So these probably were, a fun novelty for a little while, and that ended up eventually on shelves. And I think that's probably why there are quite a few of them. But, getting the pull string to still work and to some degree, the voice to still function, that's maybe a little bit more rare. But they're cool little items. And, if you're a collector of these kind of cartoon things, I think you probably like to have these in your collection. If you like to collect, toys made in Hong Kong in 1976, hey, why not add these as well? So how about that, folks? Let me know what you think of the talking Mickey Mouse. Let's give him one more try here. Let's see if there's another phrase or if we can even understand it. No, Mouseketeers have big ears again. Maybe that's all he says. He's a man of very few words. But let me know what you think of him in the comments. If you have any experience with these, I'd love to hear from you. I imagine that, if they're not working, well, you're probably out of luck. It would be very difficult, I imagine, to take one of these apart so you could do anything to the voice box inside and fix it. I think with these, if you don't find it working, well, enjoy your statue. If you do find it working, well, good for you. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, maybe subscribe, share with a friend. If you do subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and you'll be warned when one of my videos comes out. But until next time, God bless everybody. Please be kind to one another. Have a little bit of fun out there. And I will hopefully see you again soon in Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Bye-bye, folks.